Hello and welcome to Foggy but Functional. This episode is called New Year, Same Body. And we'll talk about the lie of fresh starts when your nervous system do not get the memo. Not as a problem to solve, but as something many of us live with quietly. This is a slower conversation. No pressure to agree. No expectation to feel better by the end. Just space to listen and feel less alone. So here we are, which means the novelty of the new year has worn off and the pressure has somehow increased. This is the part where people start asking questions, big ones, loud ones. What are your goals this year? What are you working on? Do you feel motivated yet? And if you live in a body that doesn't cooperate on demand, those questions can land like a weight. Because the year may be new, but your body didn't reset. You didn't wake up on January 1st with upgraded joints, clearer thoughts, or a nervous system that suddenly trusts the world again. It's still the same body, with the same limits, the same symptoms, the same unpredictable energy. And that can feel discouraging. Not in a dramatic way, more like a quiet disappointment you don't always have words for. This episode is for anyone who's secretly thought maybe this year will be different, and then immediately feel guilty for thinking that in the first place. About the disconnect between the calendar and the reality, and learning how to exist inside it without turning on yourself. There's a particular mental whiplash that happens right about now. You start the year with cautious hope, not unrealistic hope, just gentle. Maybe this will be easier. Maybe my body will cooperate more. Maybe I'll have more clarity. And then nothing changes. Or worse, symptoms flare. Fatigue shows up like it never left. The brain fog drifts in and refuses to leave again. And pain reminds you it doesn't care what year it is. And then the thoughts creep in again. Why am I still like this? Shouldn't I be doing more by now? Everyone else seems to be moving forward. This is where comparison gets sneaky. You don't want to compare. You know it's not helpful, but your brain does it anyway, like it's background noise you can't turn off. People posting progress, energy, plans, and you're over here negotiating with your body just to get through the day. And that gap can hurt. And not because you're failing, but because the world keeps pretending January is a clean slate. And for many of us, it's not. It's just a continuation. And that's not a personal flaw, it's a reality. There's something almost funny about how aggressive New Year energy can be. Suddenly, everyone's obsessed with becoming their best self, as if there's a worse version of you hiding somewhere that needs discipline. As if chronic illness responds to motivation. Like you can just tell your nervous system, hey, listen, it's January, get it together. And if that worked, none of us would be here. And sometimes the humor comes from how absurd the advice sounds. Like, just push through. Have you tried a routine? Maybe this is the year everything changes. Bold of you to assume I haven't tried literally everything already. And laughing at this isn't bitterness, it's realism. It's recognizing that the problem isn't effort, it's capacity. And joking about it, even quietly, can take the edge off the shame. Because the truth is, your body didn't fail to update. It just exists in real time, not motivational time. So if you're feeling a little behind right now, let me offer a different perspective. You're not behind. You're living in a body that requires adaptation. That's not weakness, that's skill. And you don't need a new body to have a meaningful year. You don't need constant improvement to be allowed rest. and you don't need to reinvent yourself to be worthy of care. Some years aren't about transformation, they're about maintenance, stability, and staying afloat. And that is not small. If your goal right now is simply to manage your symptoms, protect your energy, and treat yourself with a little less cruelty, that is a valid goal. So before we end, let's take a moment. Just notice your body, not to judge it, just to acknowledge it. It carried you here, same body, new year. And that's okay. You don't have to become someone else to deserve gentleness. You already qualify. So thank you for listening and take care of yourself this week.